Have you ever stopped to think about how much time you really have? Not in years, not in decades, but in weeks. The average human lifespan is around 4,000 weeks. That's it. Just 4,000 chances to wake up in the morning. 4,000 opportunities to do something meaningful. 4,000 moments to create a life you won't regret. Sounds like a lot, right? But let's break it down. A third of those weeks? Gone to sleep. Another chunk? Spent working. Then there's time wasted scrolling, waiting in lines, sitting in traffic, doing things we don't even enjoy. Before you know it, what's left? A handful of weeks that truly belong to you. And here's the part no one likes to talk about. We don't even get the full 4,000. Some people get far less. Some lose weeks, months, even years to fear, hesitation, and distractions that don't actually matter. Time is the one thing we can't get back. You can lose money and make it again. You can lose possessions and replace them. But lost time is gone forever. So why do we waste so much of it? Why do we live like we have all the time in the world when, in reality, the clock is always ticking? In this video, we're going to uncover the hidden ways you're losing time every single day without even realizing it. We'll break down the silent traps that steal your life. Distractions, procrastination, meaningless routines, and how to escape them before it's too late. By the end of this video, you'll see time differently. You'll understand how to take back control, prioritize what truly matters, and start living intentionally, not just existing.
Distractions aren't always obvious. Sometimes they look productive. Binge-watching educational content without applying anything we learn. Jumping from one task to another without finishing anything. Saying yes to things that don't align with our goals just to stay busy. Not all activity is progress. Being busy doesn't mean we're being effective. And what does all of this lead to? A life that feels unfulfilled. A constant feeling of being stuck. That nagging sense that time is slipping away, but without anything meaningful to show for it. Studies have shown that excessive screen time increases stress and anxiety, that people who procrastinate often feel less satisfied with their achievements, that those who waste too much time on things that don't matter end up regretting the things they never made time for. Happiness isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters. Imagine looking back on your life and realizing you spent years watching other people succeed instead of working on your own dreams. That you spent more time scrolling through strangers' lives than being present in your own. That the things you wanted to do, the places you wanted to go, the person you wanted to become, never happened because distractions won. The truth is, most of us don't lack time. We lack direction. We let distractions dictate our days instead of being intentional about how we spend them. But every wasted hour is a choice. The question is, are we choosing distractions? Or are we choosing the life we truly want? We all want to be more efficient. We read productivity books, download time management apps, and optimize every minute of our day. And at first, it feels like a breakthrough. We get more done in less time. We clear our to-do lists faster than ever. But instead of freeing ourselves, something strange happens. We just take on more. More tasks, more commitments, more responsibilities. Instead of feeling lighter, we feel even more overwhelmed.
This is the efficiency trap. The paradox where being good at getting things done doesn't necessarily mean we're doing the right things. Instead of using our extra time for rest, creativity, or meaningful work, we fill it with even more busy work. It's like cleaning out a closet. Once we create space, we find new ways to fill it again. In the workplace, it's easy to see. The more efficient an employee becomes, the more tasks they're given. Finish a project early? Great, here's another one. Manage your workload well? Let's add more to your plate. Efficiency doesn't always lead to freedom. It often leads to expectation. The faster we complete things, the more people assume we can handle. And without realizing it, we trade depth for speed. Instead of focusing on work that truly matters, we get caught up in a cycle of endless tasks. But it's not just work. It happens in daily life too. We try to maximize every minute. Listening to podcasts while exercising, checking emails while eating, multitasking at every opportunity. At first, it feels productive, but over time, it becomes exhausting. We lose the ability to slow down, to think deeply, to be fully present. We become so obsessed with doing that we forget to ask, is this even worth doing? And here's the real danger. Efficiency can make meaningless tasks feel important. Just because we're doing something faster doesn't mean it matters. Checking emails, organizing files, scheduling meetings, these things feel productive, but do they really move us forward? Are they leading to a better life? Or are they just distractions disguised as progress? Urgent but not important. These tasks demand your attention but don't contribute much to your goals, like responding to non-essential emails, attending unnecessary meetings, or handling someone else's problems. They create the illusion of productivity but drain time and energy. Neither urgent nor important. These are pure distractions, mindless scrolling, excessive TV, unproductive gossip. They offer temporary escape but no real value. Most people spend their time in the first and third categories, putting out fires and reacting to what feels urgent. But the people who achieve the most, they focus on the second category. They prioritize the tasks that aren't urgent today but will change their lives tomorrow. They invest in their health before they get sick. They build their skills before they're needed. They nurture relationships before they fall apart. The key is to stop letting urgency dictate your life. Just because something feels important in the moment doesn't mean it deserves your time. The best way to take control is to ask, does this align with my long-term goals? If not, it's just a distraction disguised as a priority. The most successful people in the world aren't the busiest. They're the most intentional. They know that every yes to something meaningless is a no to something meaningful. That every wasted hour is time stolen from their future. That the difference between a life of regret and a life of fulfillment isn't how much they do, but what they choose to focus on. So before jumping into your next task, stop and ask, is this urgent or is it important? The answer could change everything. Perfection is an illusion, yet so many people chase it, believing that if they could just get everything exactly right, then they'd finally feel ready. Ready to start that project. Ready to take that risk. Ready to move forward. But in reality, perfection isn't what holds people back. It's the fear of imperfection. The fear of not being good enough. The fear of failing, the fear of being judged. This obsession with perfection doesn't lead to better results. It leads to inaction. It creates hesitation, overthinking, and endless delays. People spend years refining ideas they never launch, rewriting work they never publish, and planning goals they never pursue. They convince themselves they're just not ready yet. But the truth is, no one ever feels completely ready. And waiting for perfection only ensures one thing: it never happens. Every great achievement in history was built on imperfection. The best businesses, the most influential books, the most life-changing innovations, they all started as flawed versions. Rough drafts, first attempts, work in progress. The people behind them didn't wait until they had the perfect plan or the perfect skills. They started where they were, with what they had, and improved along the way. The idea that everything must be flawless is a trap. It stops people from even trying. But progress is always messy. Learning comes from mistakes. Growth happens through action. No one gets everything right the first time or even the 10th time. The most successful people aren't those who avoid imperfection, but those who embrace it. They understand that starting imperfectly is better than never starting at all. And yet, perfectionism tricks people into believing they're being careful when in reality, they're just avoiding discomfort. They delay taking action, thinking they need more time, more research, and more confidence. But time passes anyway. The perfect moment never comes. And while they wait, life moves on without them. Instead of chasing perfection, the focus should be on progress, on doing, learning, and improving, on taking imperfect steps forward instead of standing still, paralyzed by fear. The first attempt won't be perfect, neither will the second, but each step leads to growth, experience, and eventually, something far greater than perfection, actual results. Some of the greatest regrets people have aren't the things they tried and failed at. It's the things they never tried, the opportunities they let slip away, the ideas they never shared, the dreams they abandoned because they were afraid of not getting them exactly right. But in the end, it's not about being flawless, it's about showing up, taking action, moving forward, despite the imperfections. Because in the real world, done is always better than perfect. Procrastination doesn't happen all at once. It builds up in small moments. Tiny decisions to delay something until later. A simple email left unanswered. A quick task pushed to tomorrow. A small responsibility ignored because it seems insignificant. But over time, these little delays pile up, turning into overwhelming to-do lists, unfinished projects, and a constant feeling of being behind. That's where the 2-minute rule comes in. It's a simple but powerful idea. If a task takes 2 minutes or less, do it immediately. No overthinking, no postponing, just do it right away. A quick reply to a message, filing a document, washing a single dish. Small tasks that don't seem important in the moment but, when left undone, create unnecessary stress and clutter. The problem is, most people underestimate how much these tiny delays add up. A single unwashed cup in the sink seems harmless, until it becomes a full stack of dirty dishes. A single email left unanswered isn't a big deal, until the inbox becomes overwhelming. One skipped workout turns into weeks of inactivity. The small things we ignore today become the big things we regret later. Life is incredibly brief, and the time we have is precious. It's easy to get lost in the hustle and bustle, always looking forward and planning for the future. But it's vital to remember that each moment counts. By acknowledging life's brevity, we can take control of how we spend our time and prioritize what truly matters. The strategies we've discussed today, recognizing the finite nature of time, focusing on meaningful activities, using tools like the Eisenhower Matrix and Pomodoro Technique, embracing imperfection and practicing mindfulness, can help you live a life that is not only more productive but also more intentional and fulfilling. These simple yet powerful habits will guide you toward making the most of each moment, so you can look back and feel proud of how you spent your time. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more insights on how to live a purpose-driven life. Stay present, stay focused, and take action today. Your future self will thank you.